This topic is a word problem involving addition or subtraction of mixed numbers with different denominators. We know that we're either going to be adding or subtracting. So here's this problem. Oh, P.S. Can you please subscribe to my channel? If you find these videos helpful at all that I have put out there for you, just subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Okay, Heather is jogging from her house to school. Her school is 3 5/8 miles from her house. She has gone 1 1/3 miles so far. How many miles does Heather still have to jog? Sometimes when you read word problems and they have these like numbers that are kind of complicated, mixed numbers are not simple like whole numbers are. I like to kind of read them with numbers that make sense to me and then see what would I do to solve the problem. And then I go back and do that operation with the numbers given in the problem. So for example, if I want to read this, okay, Heather's school is, let's just say it's 4 miles from her house. She's gone, say, 2 miles so far. So how many miles does she have left to go? So we can just look at it, oh, well, she has 2 more miles. What did you do with the 4 and the 2 to get 2? Because she went 4, you have to subtract the 2. And then we know, okay, she went 2 miles. So when we're going to put in the actual numbers that are given, that's just a, what do you call it? Like when you have a, what's it called? You have a device. Anyway, a way to do a problem that makes it maybe a little bit easier for you, hopefully not more complicated. So we want to do 3 5/8 minus 1 1/3. Okay, there's lots of ways you can do this, but let's see, how could we do this? 5/8 minus 1/3. So we need to have common denominators. So 8 and 3, we want to find the smallest number that they both go into, which is 24. So we could do 8 times 3 is 24. Because I had to do 8 times 3 to get 24, I have to do 5 times 3 to get what would go in the numerator. So that would be 15. Minus, and then we have 1, and I have to do 3 times 8 to get 24, and 1 times 8 is 8. And then when we subtract the whole numbers. So 3 minus 1 is 2. And then we subtract the fractions, 15 24ths minus 8 24ths. So 15 minus 8 is going to be, let's see, 15 minus 5 is 10, minus 3 more 7. So it's going to be 2 and 7 24ths. The instructions say to write your answer as a mixed number. So we need to put in our mixed number. Whoops, let me get my arrow thing. Okay, there we go. We have 2 and 7 24ths. And that's how many miles more that she has to jog to get to her school. Okay, let's try another one. So Josh used 5 1/5 gallons of gas on Friday and 1 2/3 gallons of gas on Saturday. How many gallons did he use on the 2 days combined? So words like combined, that means we're going to add. So we want to know how many total gallons did he use. So we're going to add 5 1/5 plus 1 2/3. So common denominator with 5 and 3 would be 15. Now we need to make sure we're changing the numerator in the same way. So 5 had to be times 3 to get 15. 1 times 3 is 3. So our new numerator would be 3 on that one. 3 times 5 is 15, and 2 times 5 is 10. Then we can add these together by adding the whole numbers first. 5 plus 1 is 6. 3 plus 10 is 13, and we keep the 15 the same. So we need a mixed number, 6 and 13 15. And let's do one more just for kicks and giggles. Now, these type of problems, we're only going to be adding or subtracting. So that kind of makes it a little bit more simple for us. In January, the amount of snowfall was this many feet. In February, the amount of snowfall was this many feet. What was the amount of snowfall in the 2 months combined? So there we have that combined again. We want to add them together. 5 1/4 plus 3/8. Now, 4 goes into 8, so that's nice. We can use 8 as our common denominator, so we don't have to change the second fraction at all. But 4 times 2 is 8, 1 times 2 is 2. So 5, and the whole number here is just 0. So we're going to have 5 for our whole number. 2 plus 3 is 5, so it's going to be 5 5/8. And that will be the end of our lesson.